Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Sunday's Scraplift Crafternoon. Hop where my friends and I find inspiration and scraplift it. This inspiration came from Melanie Hyatt, and our newest member Karen has found this. And here are my pictures. I will explain in a minute. I have these other two pictures or three pictures that will go on a future layout that will be a matching page for this. I have a stencil from Vicky Booten. I have prize ribbon and fossilized amber ink pads in distress oxide. I have a embellishment kit that pretty much is all Echo Park Teen Spirit. There's a couple other things in here from the Bro & Co. from Simple Stories, but I'm not going to use those. And then I have Pink Fresh and Studio, and it's office hours. And so I'm just going to use some embellishments or papers from the 6x6 paper pad so that the matching layout that I do later with these two pictures will be for my Pink Fresh Friday with Joanne Bartel. So I have my papers, I have my embellishments, I've got mixed media and my stencil, I've got these two pictures and this awesome layout. So let's see how this goes. First things first, I have a 12 by 12 solid white cardstock, which I need to stock up on. And I'm going to pull out the prized ribbon and this stencil. And normally I would tape this down, but I wasn't too concerned of it being crisp and clean. I really just wanted to get the ink in a rounded, not straight edge side. See, now if y'all watched my video maybe last week, I stenciled all the way. I think it was last Sunday. I stenciled all the way to the edges of each of the of all four corners, and it of course comes out with a daggone square, and that's not what I want. So I'm trying very, very hard to not do that. So I love how this turned out. That was exactly what I was going for, so that makes me happy. So then I got the fossilized amber. I smushed this piece of acetate into it. It's like a sticker pack. And then I sprayed it with my spritzer. And then I'm just going to smush this around. And then I'm going to end up taking like a tissue or paper towel or something to pick up the excess, because I really just wanted some kind of random splotchy bits. And so after I get that done, I set it aside so it can completely dry while I mat my pictures. So I use these two different papers from the Office Hours collection. I didn't want any of the pink, so I really was mostly bringing in the yellow, the blue. I wouldn't have minded some of the red, but pretty much everything here is going to be the blue and the yellow. So, and then I'm going to mat them on this black that I have scuffed up with my distresser. I couldn't think of the word. And so now those are ready to go. And these are about 3 by 4, just under 3 by 4, I think, or something pretty close to that. Like 2 3/4 by 4. So this little tag right here is what got me decided that I wanted to use some of the Echo Park. It says, "Let's get this party started." I thought that was very fitting. And then I pull this other thing out that says, "You rock." And so I want to use those two things on my layout. I am I am laying down my pictures to where they're on top of each other, and I don't believe hers are, but this fits best with what I'm doing. Plus there is parts of that picture that really didn't need to be seen, so it was fine to cover the bottoms of the pictures with my embellishments and with the other picture, because it's just like a chair and part of the desk. So this picture is my office mates. And I have a feeling that most people would understand maybe what this picture is about. Our copier was giving us grief, which doesn't happen too terribly often. We just got them this year. And if you've ever seen the movie Office Space, then you'll understand why they look like they're about to beat and destroy the copier, and also why I made sure to put a red stapler on here. So anyway, our admin were out of the building, and our curriculum coach was put in charge, and he is amazing and hysterical. And so we knew any kind of business would not necessarily be serious business. Obviously, he can get serious if he needs to, but he definitely lightens things up in our building. And so we got a notice on our copier, brand new copier, saying that it was unable to connect to the server and to contact our administrator. Well, he was our on-call administrator, so when I messaged him and told him what was going on, instead of giving us some kind of fabulous way to possibly fix it, he told us to wheel it out onto our main busy street and see if that helps. So we said we'd try that, and then we sent pictures like this of my coworkers looking like they are taking lightsabers to it, although they're really just rolled up paper. And I sent that to him, and so needless to say, we can have a good time at work. So after the funny pictures were sent, the copier started working. And so I texted him back and said, fixed it. Although like 5 minutes later, it was no longer fixed again. It did later end up being fine. But it was just the entertainment of it all. And I was hoping he would get the reference from beating up the copier like in the movie Office Space. But, you know. And so I decided to title it Fixed It. But when I went to pull it back up, because it wasn't exactly where I wanted it, it tore a little bit of the paper. So I fussy cut this little file card from the office hours, and I put that down to kind of cover that little corner that got a little torn up. And then I'm going to lay the Fixed It down on top of that. So now I have this little phrase that says, ready for the weekend. And I don't remember what day of the week this was, but even if it was Monday, we were probably ready for the weekend by the end of that. So I pull out my Paper Studio enamel dots, and I went with these silver glittery ones because I've already got silver in the title. And so I use that to cover my tag hole, as well as just add a couple little extra embellishments around. And then I'm going to put a little journal note on that card behind the title. And it just says that our curriculum coach was left in charge while all the admin were out and the copier rebelled. And that is a wrap on this layout. After I'm finished with the journaling, I'm done. So I'm really excited for how it turned out. I am thrilled. Our newest Scraplift Crafternooner, Karen, brought this one to us, and I'm so excited. So here's Melanie Hyatt's layout again. It's a little cockeyed because of the way the picture was taken, but it is such a neat layout, and I hope you will go check her out for this layout as well as others that she has created on her YouTube channel. I really enjoyed working with my office hours collection, and I look forward to my Pink Fresh Friday towards the end of the month. I'm going to use hopefully the majority of my office hours collection to get a layout done that day, and it will be a facing page for this, so I hope you'll come and check that out. So that'll be the last Friday of the month, I believe. And please go check out the playlist below where the rest of the Scraplift Crafternooners will be. And I hope you'll come back and see me again very soon. Have a great day and happy scrapping.